EA Sports coverage of the National Football League welcomes you to South America and one of the world's most populous cities, vibrant Sao Paulo in the southeast region of Brazil. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from here in Sao Paulo. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down. Quickly, a look at the key inactives in this one. Look, some big losses to begin this regular season. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Herbert. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is George Karlaftis. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here, an early 3rd and long. To throw is Herbert. Now a screen set up for Harris. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. Going to bring up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And they'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Not what you want to see. Quarter 1 of week 1. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Roy Gilman up to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
It's 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
The key to any good quarterback sneak starts with the surge and the push of the offensive line. From there, can the quarterback find a seam? Can he find a little gap and drive his legs? In this case, give credit to the defensive line. They held their ground, they got a good pushback, and they were able to come up with a huge stop on 4th down.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he let him a bit too much. Pass is incomplete. Amarian Hampton was the intended receiver.
3rd and 5.
Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be. Because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him. Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. And he's going to have the Chargers 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gain on 4th down.
1st and 10.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Herbert to the air again. Pass to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And he'll take this one in. Tyler Conklin, touchdown Chargers. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. We are through one. The Chargers out to the early lead. We'll have more from South America and beautiful Sao Paulo after this. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, KC.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Mahomes. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. It's fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Mahomes back. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw again. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Open space inside the 10. And he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will level things out at 7 apiece.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Darius Davis to return. Good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Lord Karlaftis there to make the play.
Brings up second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Hampton. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Give, and here comes Hampton.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Second down at the 50-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Herbert. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 22 yards to pick up there. First down, L.A.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Brings up second down.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We're back in Sao Paulo after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Perfect. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That's the All-Pro 3 years running, Chris Jones, working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And that'll set up 4th down. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards, and the Chiefs have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And we'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. They'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. Able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Moving outside, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Patrick to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
3rd and long for Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On fourth down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This one from 54 yards out. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will tie this game up here late in the first half. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. To throw is Mahomes. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. He'll get up and spike it. And let's check the clock. Maybe time for 2 plays here before the end of the half. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Throwing is Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. Now they'll be looking at third and goal. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He's got his big tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
14. Chargers 10. Harrison Butker.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Pacheco. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And When you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Pacheco. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's Pacheco. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Short pass taken in by Kelce. And he'll take this down to the 2, but a good tackle there. Going to set up 3rd and goal.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. Pacheco. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. Here's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
We'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He's on the 3-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Hampton. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And I think one of the Chargers was, yes, he was able to get his hands on it, and they retained possession.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Will start the 4th, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. On play action. Now Herbert. Open man, left side. He's got it. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. Left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it's going to bring up a third down. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Right side, hauled in by McConkey. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Herbert to the air again. That is pulled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being first and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. Hampton will take it in. Touchdown. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. The kick is good, and the Chargers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. A first down throw for Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the Chargers are going to take over just shy of midfield.
So all game we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's out of bounds, marching down right at the 10-yard line. one here in the fourth quarter. 41 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
On first down, right back to Hampton. Mark down at the 6.
At the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Give up the middle to Harris. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Tyler Conklin, touchdown Los Angeles. That's his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery, and he will go all the way. Najee Harris, touchdown LA. For Harris, 4 years in Pittsburgh, that's his first touchdown as an LA Charger. And he'll take it back for the touchdown. What a tremendous mistake there. You want to secure the ball and give it to your offense, not give it up to the other team for a touchdown.
And I think this is the fine line that all kick returners face, Mike. I think they all want to be impact players. When they get the ball in their hands, they think every play can be 6. But sometimes you got to know when it's over. You got to make sure at the end of this play, my offense is able to take the field and maintain possession. In this case, not only do you turn it over, you give them a quick touchdown on the other side.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. For Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, It's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the first down. And that brings up fourth down. Big play in the game right here. It's third down. Here's Mahomes. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on down.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
With Hampton, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
To a first down, won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. From the gun, it's Herbert. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it's paid off. First and goal coming up.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Hampton. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4. Now we'll get whistles, and they have signaled for a timeout. Curious there, not sure the logic, but one stoppage with 5 seconds to go. Now back at the 4 for second and goal. One more time with Hampton. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's third and goal.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen.
And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play.
Yeah, Mike, I'm not sure how popular this move is going to be on the other sideline. And